That's it. The American Mutoscope and Biograph Company. Here we come.
Gladys Smith, working in the flickers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to announce America's sweetheart, Miss Mary Pickford, the Biograph Girl.
What I do to understand, someone's gotta pay the rent. I really could die of shame. Oh, working in flickers. When life gets to limit me, I opt for anonymity. You gotta just change your name. Oh, working in flickers. When I'm out of a place, a voice inside me hollers. Get him on
trouble with you and your bloody men.
But Mr. Griffith...
Never be cheap, Ebbing.
But Mr.
Think
Griffith...
cheap, and what do you get?
Cheap thoughts.
Cheap thoughts. Now, I need a girl for the scene. Where's the girl? I asked you to get me a girl.
Mr. Griffith, I know you're a genius.
No, my dear, not a genius. There are many directors. There are some directors.
There are a few directors who can make moving pictures just as good as I can. But do they stick at it?
No, they do not. Only I am prepared to carry on. Relentlessly, endlessly learning. Because it's what we have to do. None of us knows anything about pictures. Me? What do I know? But by working, we shall learn.
Mr. Griffith, they told me to tell you. They pay for the whole of the actor. And the whole of the actor is what they want to see.
Put the camera up close to her, Epping, and you get her face. Her face is more important than her feet.
But no disrespect to Mr. Bitzer, I'm sure, but they told me to tell you the background's fuzzy.
Look at me, Epping. Can you see all of me? No, you cannot. You can see half of me, right? Now look at the chimney pot behind me. Is it or is it not fuzzy?
Fuzzy?
Good God, Epping. What I showed them on that screen was what they see 1,000 times a day, but they don't realize it.
I don't understand you, Mr. Griffith. And I speak for all of us, too. You know so much.
I know scarcely anything at all. Except what's in here and what's in here.
But we can't see him there, Mr. Griffith.
But I can. And it's all I need to make the world stand still.
I've only to close my eyes, and I'm away on the wing. I'm in a world where I'm king. The moment I close my eyes, at once I can see a face, a glance, a smile, or a tear. Is that a heartbeat I hear? The moment I see that face, all the pictures in my mind I see quite clearly, but are they really the ones I need? All the same, I must admit, they have their uses. If they're excuses, they plant a seed. And so as I close my eyes, I'm living life in the round. An image lost has been found. The moment I close my eyes.
Mr. Griffith, will you take a look at these plans? Time to think, time to plan.
Time for concentration. These are things every man needs for contemplation if he's in the business of creation. I've only to close my eyes, and I'm away on the wing. I'm in a world where I'm king. The moment I close my eyes, at once I can see a face, a glance, a smile, or a tear. Is that a heartbeat I hear? The moment I see that face, all the pictures in my mind I see quite clearly, but are they really the ones I need? All the same, I must admit, they have their uses. If they're excuses, they plant a seed. The one thing I realize, when life and I disagree,
What have we come up on the roof for? Has he got her in a lock? Mama, this is where they said she is.
Excuse me, we'd like to see Gladys Smith. No one here by that name.
But we saw her in one of your pictures.
What picture?
It was, do they have names?
Oh, of course they have names. It was, well, it had a lot of geese in it. Lena and the geese. You'll be meaning little Mary.
Mary?
No. Why didn't you say so in the first place? You'll be meaning Mary Pickford, the Biograph Girl. She's here. On the roof. It's where we make the movies. Out in God's sunlight. Excuse me now. I gotta go and help Mr. Griffith. Oh, so that's Griffith, is it?
You can't talk,
Excuse me, Mr. Griffith. You have our friend and we want her back.
Well, have I?
I'm sorry, Mr. Griffith.
Have no worries, Rose. This young lady has obviously cast me in the role as a white slaver. It's up to me to show her that she's wrong.
We've come to see Gladys Smith, our friend, Gladys.
Then you shall see her, my dear. Or rather, you shan't.
There, she's being kept against her will.
Gladys Smith is no more, madam.
Dead?
Transmogrified. You want to view the body? Then, ladies, stand aside.
Mr. Griffith, look at all these letters.
I never read letters, Mary.
They're not addressed to you. They're for me.
They're for the Biograph Girl.
That is me.
Then you should be very happy.
Well, I'm not. Why should I be known as a Biograph Girl when all the other stars in the other companies get called by their own names?
I don't believe in the star system, Mary.
Well, all the same, these letters should be addressed to Mary Pickford. What's the point in changing your name if it never gets used?
I told you it was Gladys Smith.
Oh, and Mrs. Gish. Why, it's lovely to see you after all this time.
And how's your mother, dear?
Oh, fine.
We saw you in a picture, Lena and the geese.
Oh, what are you doing in the pictures place? Are things that bad?
No, you've got it all wrong. I've been making movies now for about 2 years, and I'm earning much more than I've ever earned before. Much more.
What's your name? When we asked the man at the door, he said you changed it to...
Mary Pickford, Mama.
Exactly. What is it, Gladys? Shade?
Yes. No. I was ashamed until I saw how much money I could make, and that made it different. We put it in a new category altogether.
But you're legitimate, Gladys. From the theater, like us.
Oh, how do you do it? How do you get into pictures?
Tell us your secret, Gladys.
It's no secret. I made a test.
A test?
Oh, Mr. Griffith, he's a genius, you know. You wouldn't believe it, but I've been offered twice as much from another company already. We're living in a lovely apartment. Your mother, she's got an automobile.
An automobile?
You know, you really should try it. Work in your blinkers.
Oh.
At least, while you're looking for a play.
It's out of the question, girls.
Okay, back to work. You, young Mary, get ready for your next scene.
Yes, Mr. Griffith. Bye. Don't go away now.
And you, young lady,
It's lovely to see you after all this time.
find me a girl.
Mr. Griffith, you haven't given me enough time.
I will make of her a vision.
Vision or not, Mr. Griffith, young ladies don't want to come here
I told you, Dorothy.
because of the Combine.
Combine?
Big business. The guys who own the patents.
I don't know about patents.
Cameras and equipment and film. They buy up patents to all the different stuff so they can force individual operators out of the movie game.
But why should that affect the young girls?
Because of the raids.
Raids?
They send their men to shoot up our cameras.
They don't sound nice men to me.
They're hoodlums, riffraff off the streets.
And have they raided you today yet?
Not so far. We've been saying our prayers.
Okay, hold it. Okay, I'll take you.
Me?
Quickly now, I haven't got all day.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about reality. Truth. I'm talking about the movie.
This is not my idea of the movies.
And what is your idea, Miss...
Gish. Lillian Gish. I don't know. I'm not an expert.
There are no experts, Miss Gish.
We enter the birth, the beginning of the revolution.
There you are. That's it, you see. You see a revolution. I see pictures of actors on a screen. Moving pictures, but out of work actors.
Don't these pictures do anything to you?
They make me think, how clever.
Like a photograph.
A scientific marvel, yes.
No. Don't they make you laugh? Don't they make you cry?
Well, sometimes
Don't
they
they
do,
move
but-
your spirit? Don't they tug at your soul?
I'm from the theater, Mr. Griffin. Frankly, no, they do not.
Then come on the journey with me.
Journey? What journey?
The journey of discovery.
I can't go without my mother, Mr. Griffith.
No, Miss Gish, I didn't think you could.
Can you tell me, is it far?
It's as far as we like to make it.
And will we know when we've got there?
Yes, Miss Gish. Somehow, I think we will.
Okay, guys, isn't it? Let's break the...
Which side's the law on?
Technically, theirs.
So Griffith's cheating then?
Do you believe in morals, Mrs. Gish?
I should say I do.
Then stick up, Griffith. You'll be on the goodies side.
Go get 'em, girls!
Rose!
Yes, Mr. Griffith.
Bring me a map, Rose.
Where up, Mr. Griffith?
Anywhere, just so long as it's a heck of a ways from here.
California do you, Mr. Griffith?
California do me nicely. Your thumb, Rose? Well, Rose?
It says Edendale, Mr. Griffith.
And that's where we shall go. Where we shall go to get away.
Edendale, Mr. Griffith?
Edendale and Hollywood.
A train came out west, and my sure glad I took that test. It's suddenly good to be working in Blickers. Things look different here for sure. I'm proud to working in flickers, working in flickers. I'm waiting for Mr. Zucker. He's the boss of Paramount Pictures.
Miss Pickford,
Yes, Mr. Zucker.
I've been speaking to your mother, Miss Pickford. She's a very determined lady.
She only wants what's best for me, Mr. Zucker.
Don't we all, my dear?
She only means that if I leave Mr. Griffith, and I emphasize the if, I leave for something worthwhile.
Apparently, her idea of worthwhile is $500 a week.
Oh, Mr. Zucker, it's always been a silly little childish ambition of mine, you know. I said to myself, when I was 5 years old, I did. Mary, I said, or Gladys, as I was known in those days. Gladys, before you're 20, girl, you should be on 500 a week. Well, I'm 19 now, Mr. Zucker. 19? Quite a big bit.
But playing 12, my dear.
So much extra effort.
Mary, there's something I'd like you to see.
I think we should finish our conversation first. Mama would prefer it that way, I'm sure.
But it's only over the street, just through the window.
Mama says I'm going to be the world sweetheart, you see. And the world sweetheart is worth $500 of anybody's money.
$3 a day. Less than 4 years ago, you were on $3 a day.
Fine, Mr. Zucker. Mama always saw to it that I got a little more than the others.
A very determined lady, Mary.
Oh, we've agreed on that.
Come to the window. Come to the window. That's a good child.
Oh, Mr. Zucker, look what you've got done. Electric lights. My name is Electric Lights.
Read, Mary. Read it out loud.
Mary Pickford, America's sweetheart. And there I was, talking money. But if it was for myself, I wouldn't mind. But there's my sister to consider, and my little brother, too.
You're on 300, Miss Griffith.
And I think Mama should have a little goodwill cash for being such an inspiration.
She has me to get in mind, no doubt.
Mr. Zucker, you're the boss of Paramount Pictures. There's not a thing you cannot do. But then, I'm so awful at money talk. But then, I'm only a child.
19 and bite a big bits, my dear.
Who's playing 12?
America's sweetheart. Okay, you win. I'll have the contract drawn up.
No need to bother. Mama's done it already. To save you the bother, you know.
$500, you not 20. My dear, are you sure you will be able to manage?
No more nickel bus rides. No more lousy one-night stands. If we can manage one-night stands, Mr. Zucker, we can manage $500.
Yes, yes, somehow I think you can.
Mr. Zucker,
My dear?
thank you for that.
It's okay.
I'll try to be worth it. Bye.
Just try to be worth the $500. The rest will take care of himself.
When you're on location effing, you can't afford to be cheap. Pay the cop who keeps order for you. Tip the guy whose front yard you use. Slip a buck to the kid who brings the sandwiches. But keep 'em happy, effing.
But $200?
When I come back at you with 200 times as welcome.
Look, I know you're a genius, but...
Not a genius. But I will tell you this. We are playing now to a new audience. What we film today will stir the hearts of the world tomorrow. Because they will understand what we're saying. From Moscow to Paris, from Peking to Arkansas. We can reach them all. The whole world, effing. Go and tell them that.
The
Mr. Sennett, Mike Sennett.
Right, Mr. Sennett, what can you show me?
Can't show you anything, Mr. Griffith. It's all in my head.
That's no good to me there, my good man. Come back when you can give me Shakespeare and Racine, drama and truth.
I can give you my truth, Mr. Griffith.
Very well, sir. Fire my imagination.
Fire. A fireman, right?
Is another actor.
This young lady says you want me to shoot her into the sun.
And she tells you right, Billy.
But if I do that, she'll come out black on the screen. She'll have a coal black face.
Ever looked at the sunrise, Billy? Radiance. That's what you get if you look at the sunrise. Radiance and long black shadows.
And coal black faces, Mr. Griffith.
She'll have a halo around her head. We'll give it a try tomorrow.
Okay, you're the boss.
I've had a dream, Lillian.
Oh, pleasant, I hope, Mr.
No,
Griffith.
awesome.
About the flickers?
Flick, I never want to hear that word again.
I'm sorry, I thought...
You thought what everybody thinks. That pictures are just a novelty in a Nickelodeon. Well, maybe that's all they are just at the moment, but then I'm the only one who's had the dream. What do pictures mean to you, Miss Lillian? Drawings or postal cards? Any kind of picture.
Pictures are pictures.
Pictures are glimpses of a man's soul. You laugh at your flickers, Miss Gish, but you wouldn't laugh at the Mona Lisa.
The Mona Lisa's art.
But don't you see, my pictures are a new kind of art. Maybe more important.
Really?
That's putting it mildly. I tell you, I'm onto something. Something more real than...
No!
What?
Dreams aren't real. That's why they're dreams.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
You're talking about life as it's dreamt. I was referring to life as it is. Life as it's dreamt belongs to the theater, Mr. Griffith.
Can the theater show me inside somebody's mind?
Only God can do that.
No. I can, too. I film you in close-up. You are thinking of your long-lost brother across the sea. I film him in close-up. Then I cut into my picture of you with a picture of him. You smile that deceptively innocent smile of yours. And there we have it. Thought and reaction to thought.
But I barely understand what a close-up is, Mr. Griffith.
The theater, my God.
Mr. Griffith!
Can the theater capture your soul, Miss Lillian, and beam it around the world? I'm going to make a picture.
Of course you are, Mr. Griffith.
Well, not just any picture, a very special picture. I'm going to tell the story of the birth of America.
Oh,
Is that all you can say? Oh.
I don't.
My papa told me stories, Miss Lillian. Stories of the earth, of the South. I'm going to fight not to tell those stories, to tell the truth. And I want you to help me.
Well, all I can say is, Mr. Griffith, I'll do my best. Every lady needs a master who can guide her through. I'm no exception. I need a master too. In my world there's only one, and who will ever do? I'd be obliged if my master could be you. Given a girl who's ingenue, given a man who's strong, such an old-fashioned respect is due. How can it be seen as wrong? There is commandment in your eyes. Anyone who looks can see. Maybe you cut me down to size if I say it's just for me. Every lady needs a master who can guide her through. I'm no exception. I need a master too.
Billy! Billy, look! I can do it with her. This is the one.
The one, D.W.?
Yes, Billy. The Griffith heroine.
Here she is, my own creation. Billy, can't you see? One little girl will conquer the world for me. See me shape her till at last she's how she's got to be. Standing for love, for life, and for purity. Time and again he has his schemes. Some barely last a day. Is this the girl who haunts his dreams? I'm not the man to say. What are the points to emphasize? That's all I need to know. Look at the girl, you see her eyes. That's all he needs to show. I grasp my own creation.
Billy, can't you see?
One little girl will conquer the world for me. See me shape her till at last she's all she's got to be.
I feel bright.
For life and for purity.
Lily, what's that look you had in your eyes? What was on your mind then? I want to film that look.
I
You're wondering.
I'm sorry.
We're about the here and now.
I'm sorry. I'll try
We're
to
on
get it
something
again.
more real like we've never known before.
I'm sorry. I said I'm
I
sorry.
don't want you to be sorry. I want you to be real.
Oh, Mr. Griff.
Pardon me? Pardon me? Could you direct me to the door marked exit?
There isn't one. We're outside.
I was speaking figuratively.
There isn't one figuratively either. You just keep going till you hit the street.
Could you tell me where I could get a cup of coffee?
Figurative or real.
It doesn't really matter.
I have some hot tea in my bag if you'd like some.
Tea?
In a thermos. Oatmeal cookies, too.
Thanks all the same, but I don't think oatmeal cookies would help right now.
That bad, is it?
Worse, I did a test for Mr. Griffith.
Oh, I see. Did he tell you what was wrong?
Every goddamn thing.
Oh.
Not enough reality, not enough truth.
Oh, is that all?
Isn't it enough?
No. There isn't a man born who's got enough truth for Mr. Griffith. Nobody's really enough for him.
I only wanted one thing anyway.
One thing? What was that?
Oh, it doesn't really matter.
Look, my name's Lillian Gish, and I do wish you'd tell me what you wanted from Mr. Griffith.
I didn't really want anything from him. Something I wanted to do to him. It's an entirely different thing.
And what did you want to do to him, Mr.
Sennett. Max Sennett. I'm from theater.
You too?
You mean?
Legit!
Vaudeville.
So you wanted to...
Exactly.
I see your problem. You're a comedy man.
Right. That's right.
First, I give him the warming up routine. I just wanted to make him laugh. He kept trying to make me act Racine, and I kept trying to make him laugh. Do my comedy gags from A to Z. I'm still trying to raise a smile. He says, give me to be or not to be. And he should have been rolling in the aisle. I'm not at all a straight dramatic actor. I couldn't play the hero in East Lynn. I don't want any laurels for plays that deal in morals. I just want to see $1 million grin. Maybe, given another time and place, he'd have taken me on his staff if I had wanted to make him
laugh.
Right. I just wanted to make him laugh.
You just wanted to make him laugh. Hey, you got style.
I guess I am, but a comedy actor. I'm just getting the big payoff lined up when he slices the interview in half.
Just wanted to make him
I just wanted to make just wanted to make him laugh.
Mr. Sennett, my name's Rose Smith. I'm a cutter for Griffith.
Oh, you come under the wardrobe department.
No, no. It means I splice for him. His films.
Oh.
He sent me with a message for you.
For me, you must be mistaken.
No. He says you're real, says you got truth, Not as an actor, you understand. As a writer. He's offering you a job.
Max Sennett bylines?
$25 a week. Mary gets $500.
But that's with Zuko. Mr. Sennett, may I say how pleased I am to have you?
Miss Lillian.
Mr. Griffith, I thought you'd finished for the day.
Finished? I've only just begun.
Mr. Griffith, may I speak for a moment, please?
Feel free, Epping. My ear is yours.
Perhaps.
Oh, done for him off with Skish, Mr. Epping. She's the very soul of discretion.
I've been telling Bitzer. Now, I think you ought to know. Come Thursday, there'll be no more checks for your company.
Well, then, we'd better get to work straight away. If we don't get that scene of yours today, there's going to be no money to make it tomorrow.
Mr. Griffith, you've spent already $50,000. You've had 500 costumes made at least. He's even hired the Philharmonic Orchestra.
Best band west of the Mississippi.
Mr. Griffith!
Epping, I shall be frugal. See this? I shall not buy a new pair of shoes until we start taking money back at the box office. That's a deal for you, sir. A deal, Epping.
I'll do what I can, Mr. Griffith, but you'll have to give me time.
You're a good man, Epping. Posterity is going to thank you. Billy? Here, Billy. Tomorrow I want you to shoot a whole army. A whole army on the move. Close. Every actor we can muster. Extras, extras. Get them in from other pictures if you have to, but get me extras.
You'll be wasting your money. They won't look much bigger than jackrabbits.
Don't underrate things, Billy. Your audience or yourself. Now get that lens of yours up on a hilltop and shoot the whole valley in one fell swoop. A whole army on the move. That's what we'll get. A whole army and then some.
So, Mr. Griffith bought his picture. I told him so. I was afraid. The biggest, the grandest, the most spectacular cinematic history. He called it the birth of a nation. And he spent $90,000. He used one time 300 extras, and he commands them like a general from the top of the tower. Close up, fade out, eyes shot, he invented them all. And he used them all for his picture. Every technique we've ever seen in a movie scene.
Mr. Griffith, the new shoes you promised yourself.
Box office, Miss Lillian. We've done it.
History written in lightning, so dreams come true after all.
Life has its drift, just a hair's breadth away, and we can go on.
What?
The same dream, only bigger. They won't call them flickers now, Miss Lillian. From today on, they're art. There's a new feeling, quite a new feeling, flowing from outside. Something alive and wide, coming on the side.
Join our newborn, wonderful newborn, come along for the ride.
12th birthday, I have a surprise for you. Close your eyes. Now, turn around. Now open them.
Oh, I'm always a little girl, Mr. Zukor. Why won't you let me grow up?
Because you found your place, Mary. You're a star.
I have nightmares about these curls. Real nightmares. Do you know how many hours a week I have to spend to keep them in, Mr. Zukor? I have naturally straight hair.
You're the most famous little girl in the world.
I'm 21.
And the American movie industry
Is it
the
the palm of my clutching hand? I know. I read my own press.
Mary, your sleeves are a little short, my dear. We don't want you catching cold, do we?
Oh, dear, Mr. Zukor. I know we have the same ideas, you and me. It's just that we express them different. And besides, Mama's sure of you. It's just that what I was supposed to be, I was never allowed to be a little girl. Without a papa, it was up to me to keep the family together. I had to earn a living since I was so high. I've become the little girl I was never allowed to be.
And now you've got to become even younger. You know, your mother's done a survey.
She told me.
She couldn't fail to notice that the further away you get from little Mary, I'm using her words, my dear, the further away you get from little Mary, the greater the drop in the box office take. She thinks that you've got to be more American, that your curls should get even longer, and that you should become younger still.
She mentioned money, I suppose.
I have never had a conversation with your mother, Mary, that she has not mentioned money.
You ought to pay her more than you pay me. She'd have them down to my ankles if she could.
And does the public agree? You know, I've just had my returns, and Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm has grossed $1 million in a month.
Well, what more could they want? Nobody lived in a world like I do in that picture. Roses round the front gate all year long. Church room, school room, it couldn't fail.
And it's pure Mary Pickford.
I suppose. That's why Mama's asking for $700,000 a year, of course.
To everyone else, I am a big shot movie mogul. To you and your mama, I'm a dollar machine. I think of that, my dear, whenever I'm trying to cry.
I have a dream, Mr. Zukor. I'm going to live it out one day. First, I go to the hairdresser and have my hair cut really short, till there's nothing left if I want to. Then I get myself a dress. Something that's a bit low at the front and doesn't have a frill in sight. And without the hair and the vegetable rinse and the makeup, I don't look particularly young, or particularly appealing, or special at all, really. So I don't have to watch what I say and who I say it to, and what I do and who I do it with. Isn't it a lovely dream?
And a dream, it will stay, my dear, unless you want to lose your place.
No, that's the trouble, isn't it?
Just stay the way you are, a little girl in her own front parlor.
Yes, Mr. Zukor, you always know what's best for me.
Oh, Mary.
Time for a press conference.
Hold it! Hold it! Get back! Back! Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to make an announcement. Today, Paramount Pictures has signed a new contract with its biggest, brightest star, Miss Mary Pickford, for $700,000 a year.
Gee, Mr. Zucker, that's more than they pay the President of the United States.
My dear fellow, it's what they pay me.
And do you think it'll change, Miss Pickford?
Gentlemen, Miss Pickford is part of the American way of life. I assure you that no amount of money will ever change little Mary.
I like to be the way I am in my own front parlor. A little girl who's innocent and naive. I haven't got an awful lot of anything of value, except of course a heart of gold. And that is on my sleeve. I'm just a healthy
Mr. Griffith. But what they didn't expect was this. He's making a little picture. Nothing much more than one of those flickers he hated so much in the early days. No big sets, no action scenes, just a little old thing about a man in jail who's condemned to die for a crime he didn't do. What's he calling it, Billy?
The Mother and the Law.
Funny sort of title.
You're not telling me.
He's making a new movie.
I know about a man in jail.
Oh, he's finished that one. This is a new one called The Mother and the Law.
The mother-in-law?
The Mother and the Law. It's a costume piece about tyranny, 16th century tyranny.
But the last one was called that and it's not being released.
Don't ask me. I only work around here.
Shooting a new picture starting today.
About tyranny?
You got it, the worst of the lot. Jesus, the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, what do you call that other guy?
What's he calling it?
The Mother and the Law.
But he hasn't released the other two.
He's up to something, you mark my word.
Mr. Griffith.
Helena, I'm going to make a new picture.
Yes, I know
You gave me the
are.
idea yourself.
I did.
Life as it is. That's the biggest battle of them all. Bigger than the Civil War. It's man's own war. His war against himself. His tyranny, his intolerance. I'm going to set my picture in ancient Babylon. And I'm going to call it The Mother and the Law.
Like the other three.
But I have a little something up my sleeve.
Mr. Griffith, there's a fella outside to see you. He says his name's Speck.
It is.
Spec.
Short for a perspective. He's a scenic designer. The best of the century.
But we've never used a designer before.
We've never made a picture like this before. Ladies, that gentleman out there is Walter L. Hall. Why, he's the greatest realizer of dreams in the world today.
After you, Mr.
After me, of course.
Why do you need a man like
Speck?
Yes.
I need him because he's gonna build for me the biggest movie set in history, past or future.
You can't account for the future.
I can have a damn good try. 3 pictures, Miss Lillian. Each one called The Mother and the Law. And now a 4th and a final tale on a scale only the angels have dreamt of before.
But why 4? Wouldn't 1 be enough?
That's what will happen in the end. 4 stories, 1 movie.
1 story per movie is the norm, Mr. Griffith.
Was the norm before cross-cutting.
Yes, but I don't know what that is, I'm afraid.
You will, Miss Gish. You will. Mr. Hall. Speck. Speck. Speck, I want you to rebuild Babylon for me.
Well, that should be simple enough.
I don't think you understand. He means life-size.
I mean larger than life-size. Walls 100 feet high. Towers so high you can see them from the end of Sunset Boulevard. Elephants.
I'll need to know the title, Mr. Griffith. Sure. What's your picture to be called?
The Mother and the Law.
No, I aim to say this one as it is. My picture will be called Intolerance. There you are, Miss Lillian. I'm rebuilding Babylon for you. That's a big enough thing to build, don't you think?
Elephants? Mr. Griff? He's biting off a hell of a chunk with this one, Miss Gish.
Yes, I know, but if it's good, they'll all be doing it next year.
But the top of those walls will be as wide as roads. 2 chariots will pass with room to spare.
And he's paying $5 to any extra who'll jump off them.
Let's hope he's got enough nets to catch them all.
Let's hope he's got enough money to pay them all. None of you will be named, you know.
Mr. Griffith never names his players. He likes us to be anonymous. That's his policy and always has been.
Oh, a wise move in the past, maybe. But now people are getting to want stars, Miss Gish. People are getting to want to know the names behind all the most famous faces in the world. You're asking me to fly, DW. You want me to shoot the whole of your set at once and then swoop in on one tiny detail? I'd have to be a bird to do that, and even you can't give me wings.
But I can give you a balloon, Billy. And with one big balloon, you can fly your camera through Babylon like an eagle.
Don't worry, I'll get a second-hand balloon, all right?
Miss Gish, you read your Bible.
Naturally.
Then you know what happened to the Tower of Babel.
Immigrant labor.
Language.
That's what happened. A damn fine project ruined because one man didn't know what the next man was saying. What a way to run a world. Miss Lillian?
Mr. Griffith?
It's got to succeed, Lillian. It's just got to. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what this means? This talk of flickers in moving pictures. You know where it's leading? It's taken us beyond words, beyond Babel to a universal language, a power that can make men brothers, a multilingual message of love and peace on it.
This is a dream I dream, my friends. This is a magic machine, my friends. To make this dream, my special dream, reality. Beyond Babel, beyond words, silent and yet heard. Suddenly the old ideal that we dreamed about is real. A silent language the world can understand is at hand. Beyond Babel, beyond dreams, on the horizon the promised vision gleams. Now through the mist we can make out all that the future can be. This is the moment we break out. Here is a voice we can see beyond sound, beyond words, beyond Babel. Is at hand.
to the trade preview of intolerance. Your comment forms await you in the foyer. The picture begins in the blinking of an eye.
We see the Local Nation that once built some blood. Now his latest creation show a fear done. This one you can pretend and won't sink in the mud. Why hell, David Griffith show. We're so lucky to sit here saying this is art. There is drama and wit here from the very start. This will get into every moving picture chart. Why hell, David Griffith show. We in Hollywood saw those walls of Babylon with the Babylon top. No doubt if he was here way before, those doubting Thomases say Thomas would stop and have a block without his when you think what he's sending, it must be absurd. Real life, wonderful ending, he'll get back his shirt. He'll sing sweet for the night, 'cause no one will be hurt. Why help? It's the David Griffith Show.
You've done it, Mr. Griffith. You've made Intolerance the greatest movie ever.
Thank you, but you're wrong.
I can't be. That movie was real.
There's something more real. It's called the World War, and it's happening in Europe now.
But that's 5,000 miles away.
It's right here at this theater.
Not you, Mary. I thought you'd see sense at least.
I can see he's made a movie about peace and intolerance. When half the country's itching to go off and fight.
That's not fair.
Fair! If I could have stopped America going to war, I'd have burnt every print of that movie and forgot it ever happened.
Be careful what you wish for. You might get it.
I don't believe I'm hearing this. You've all gone crazy.
Intolerance isn't the kind of picture the public want to see right now.
You heard that audience. They loved it.
An invited audience, Lillian. What about the public?
Mr. Griffith pleases his public. Tell them, Mr. Griffith. Tell them I'm right.
But they don't want to be preached at anymore. They want escapism.
He makes good pictures.
Lillian.
Of course you make good pictures, D.W. It's just that you got lousy timing.
Now listen.
No, you listen, Lillian. There's more of you in this picture than you've ever played in before. And this time on the production side. You've talked about nothing else since it started. You've lived, breathed intolerance.
Mary, she even sold the costume.
And I do it again, because I have faith in it, and I still do. I was in the darkroom there, cutting and picking tape, because you took me into your confidence.
It was my picture.
I wonder if perhaps you'd exploited your stars.
Star. So that's it. You want to be another Mary Pickford.
She couldn't, D.W. There's only one.
I swear to you, Miss Pickford, if it takes me the rest of my life, I will pay back every cent I owe on this picture.
Your advisors will tell you. Legally, there's no need.
Your memory will tell you that D.W. Griffith deals in morals.
Leave him, Lillian.
Now, he's on the crest of a wave.
His picture's going to flop. He owes his backers.
I know about these things. You owe it to yourself. You're a star yourself now.
But he gave me my career.
You must think of number one.
I am him. Maybe he tries too hard. Maybe he flies too high. I know he'll never get until he
clever inventor to write off debts. Why doesn't he just get on with making movies?
Don't write D.W. up yet, Mr. Zukor. I haven't.
Charity, Mary, from you?
No, sense. You should know all about that. You're the head of Paramount.
And you are my biggest star. Just think what we mean to each other. Paramount and Pickford.
Pickford and Paramount.
The sentiment's the same.
I hope you'll be able to forgive me, Mr. Zukor,
What for?
for leaving.
Who?
You.
What?
I mean it, Mr. Zukor. I'm leaving my Paramount home.
But Mary, I've been like a father to you.
I didn't need one. My mama was both parents wrapped up in one.
I looked out for you when you were a little girl, in ringlets and frills.
There was gold in them there frills.
A little girl, Mary.
Look at me. I still am.
A little girl with a dream.
Oh, I've still got my dream, all right.
You sound like Griffith.
No, mine's the song that comes true.
That's what he says.
Griffith lives in his own world. I live in this one.
And in this world, dreams come true.
Flashback, Mr. Zukor. Remember what I said? Short hair, grown-up dress, privacy, freedom, all the things that are in my power. Not crevices, not guns, mine.
You wouldn't dare.
Don't tempt me.
But it means the end of everything. The end of your career, the end of you.
Haven't you heard, Mr. Zukor? A career's just a beam of light.
And that's all a star is, Mary. A beam of light to us mere mortals.
You're not mortal, Mr. Zukor.
Yes, even me. But not you. Your worship, Mary, now. That's what it comes to. Your picture on the altar in the Cathedral of Lights. From Michigan to Moscow. From Paris to Pittsburgh. Not the Madonna, Miss Pickford, though the name's the same. Not the Virgin Mary. Mary the movie star. Paramount's Mary. Remember that. Next time your head touches the pillow.
At last it's time to live my dream, to cut my curls and grow up. If Zukor calls me child again, there's gonna be a blow up. And if I see another frill, I swear I'm gonna throw up. 'Cause now you've seen a copper-plated, spell and smart, sophisticated, self-supported, liberated girl.
How much does he owe, Mr. Epping?
Close on $1 million.
And the movie's a disaster?
He's wandering the theaters, rocking his shins on empty seats.
Poetry?
No despair. I'm just a money man, Rose. Why did this have to happen?
It's a different world.
You always said it would be.
I don't think this is quite what he had in mind.
You know about the new company?
Rumors. Tell me more.
They're all joining up. Pickford and Fairfax and Chaplin and Griffith. They're going into business together. The motion picture business.
What the hell does she want from him?
Integrity.
So the seesaws come down on Mary's side?
No, the carousel's turn. Griffith's just along for the ride.
Griffith's staying put. Something else is moving on.
Mary?
Hollywood. Just Hollywood. There are factories in the foothills where the lupins used to bloom. Now nothing grows but studios for the cameras to zoom.
We call it the industry, and we're very proud to say the industry has no time for yesterday. The public don't want us, and it's the public we must please. A double dose of art, the place of we should guarantee.
Not now, Lillian. I'm really very busy.
Too busy for me?
No, of course not, my dear. I was thinking, that's all.
About money?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, it's just that you owe rather a lot. At least, that's what they're saying.
Gossip.
All the same.
All the same, nothing. I owe some money, but I'm going to pay it back.
If you don't mind my asking, how?
By making more pictures, of course.
What kind of pictures, Mr. Griffith?
My kind. Is there any other?
Well, that's something else that they're
Do
saying.
you know of a new kind of picture, Lillian?
Well, not exactly,
You're
but...
not telling me the truth. We don't lie to each other, do we?
Of course not, Mr. Griffith.
Then come on out with it. I thought I'd learned a thing or two about the movies, but obviously I was wrong.
Well, it's not the pictures that are changing so much. It's...
Well?
Well, there's a different kind of feel to things. A new sort of scent in the air.
You mean I'm old-fashioned?
I mean, you deal in morals.
I thought that's what we dealt in.
I follow wherever you lead.
But
You
suddenly
know
I'm leading you up blind alleyways, is that it?
Suddenly, we all need to accept a little help. We all do. You can't work in isolation anymore. The industry...
The industry.
The industry's expanding. We depend on each other. But more than that, we depend on our audiences.
I know my audience.
Do you, Mr. Griffith? John Doe's been away fighting a war. And now that he's back, he wants something different.
You mean like stars, I suppose?
Oh, stars are only a part
Oh,
of
your
it.
name reaches as much to the public as mine. Maybe you're right.
That's not what I meant.
Maybe you should go off on your own. Maybe you should capitalize on it.
That's not what I meant.
No, of course it isn't. I'm sorry, Miss Gish, I've offended you.
I was trying to offer some help, that's all.
I'm not in need of any, just at the moment. Lillian, I mean it. You'd be better off on your own. The way things are just at the moment, I can't afford to pay you what you're worth. I'm thinking in your own interests.
My interests are yours, Mr. Griffith.
But you must look after yourself, my dear.
Congratulations are in order, I hear.
For me?
And Mary and the others. Your new company.
Oh, that.
Sounds like a pretty big deal to me.
Exhibition and distribution, Miss Lillian. Usual thing.
What are you going to call it?
United Artists. An example of that cooperation you were talking about.
I wish you well.
And me you. God bless you, Miss Lillian.
Godspeed. David?
The coloring is on, the ingenue is sad, and now the farewell scenes are being played. There's a well-known phrase for moments such as these. We start to ease into a gentle fade. The summer season's over, but still I hear the sound of music from a picture show arcade. As a piano plays the heroine's reprise, we start to ease into a gentle fade. In the early days we made such magic, it seemed to us the world was in its youth. But somewhere on the way we lost the magic. Did I stumble in my search for truth? The town is nearly empty, the carousel has gone, and all the farewell gestures have been made. November rain is dripping from the trees. into a gentle fade. The story's nearly over. We've reached the final reel. And now, as we describe it in the trade, at curtain fall through tears the audience sees a gradual ease into a gentle
Mary, I'm so glad you're coming to my party.
You're the Hollywood hostess, Rose. If I don't come, they'll think you didn't ask me.
Come because you want to, Mary.
I want to. What time do you begin?
8?
Then I'll arrive close on 9. Just in time to upstage Swanson and steal Astor's key light. You know what I require?
I think so.
Stairs. You got stairs?
I got stairs.
Good. Well, I come in at the top, hover for about 10 seconds. 15 if I can get away with it. And that's when I need the men. Can you manage half a dozen?
Half a dozen, yes.
Good. Well, they stand on the steps, 3 at either side. Well, when they get up there, the people know I'm coming, and they sort of clear a space.
Why?
Well, they don't want me walking right over them. When I come down those stairs with my eyes on the horizon, God help anyone who stands in my way.
You learned that trick from Griffith?
See you at 9.
Men and a staircase? Are you sure that's enough?
And for Rosie, I do the rest.
Me, the Hollywood hostess. When I think back, it seems like it was one long party through the 20s. We were tempting fate. We all stayed on till the party ended in 1928. The party began at the start of the decade when decadence started a scare. With that near the knuckle, fatty apical affair. Rumors buzz along the wire. Is Virginia Rapp a liar? She put Fatty in the fire. It's 1925. coming tonight.
Are you sure, Rose?
He promised me, and he never breaks his word.
Oh, D.W., I knew you'd come.
Is this the same party I was at last year, or did we stop somewhere in between?
Ask me a question I can answer.
Okay. You know what they're saying about me?
You know me. Never listen to gossip.
They're saying I'm out of touch.
Who's they, Mr. Griffith?
Mary and the money man.
And what about your audience?
Them, I understand.
But do they understand you?
Well, they...
Do they come to your pictures? Are you giving them what they want?
Who knows what they want?
I guess they do. What do you want?
Just to make pictures. I've got a head full of ideas.
New ones?
I want to make a history of the world. A heroic conception to promote the League of Nations.
Mac,
I know.
say, you heard about Warner's? They're planning to do an all-talking picture. Hello, DW.
Does it have to be that big?
I write in fire and lightning. What do I want with small ideas?
Well, your audience might want them once in a while.
Novelty. That's all they seem to look for these days.
And they get it in plenty from...
Who?
Mr. DeMille.
All here but photographs is Miss Swanson's bathroom.
People like something peppy, Mr. Griffith, like Valentino.
American men despise him.
American women didn't. He had bedroom eyes.
I have no ambition to make a picture about a man with bedroom eyes.
No, of course you don't.
I shall film my history of the world.
So, you'll be needing money.
Unfortunately.
Rose, Mary's Cadillac's just arrived.
Hey, I got an idea. Just stick around. Ladies and gentlemen, positions please. I believe you all know my guest of honor.
Well, if I'd have known, I'd have dressed for the occasion.
See that sassy dame of mine, it takes away your breath to think that he was
There she is. Go and ask her. You created her, she'll listen to you.
Mary!
Who else?
Now?
Yes, now.
Mary?
I know that voice.
Mary, I'd like to talk to you.
And I'd like to talk to you, too.
Miss Pickford, can I fix you a cocktail?
No thanks. Tonight I'm gonna mix it myself.
What do you want to talk about, Mary? Movies?
No, David, money.
I'm not too clever on that subject.
Well, I am. Now listen, and listen good. If we're gonna be in business together, we need to expand in every department.
Look, I concede the need to streamline
Not
expenditure.
just
but-
expenditure, everything. Sets, scripts, and stories.
And how do you streamline a story?
Simple. You cut out the bump.
You sound like a flapper, Mary.
Good. They're our best customers.
Well, I don't understand them. You'd better translate.
Bump is a necessary detail, like morals.
The moral's what it's all about.
The profit's what it's all about. That's the first lesson in business.
I thought we were in the business of art.
The universal language,
Something like that.
the trip beyond Babel to end war forever. In case you didn't notice, we just had the biggest war in history.
Look, just because
Look,
they won't...
David, it didn't work, did it? It didn't work. But United Artists is gonna work. It's gonna work if it kills me or you.
I'm worried, Mary.
Oh?
Frankly, very worried. This manic search for novelty. Where's it gonna end? Where's it gonna finish up? You tell me that.
Read Variety, everyone else is.
You mean the talkies? You can't be serious.
The talkies are the future, and the sooner we face up to it, the better.
No, Mary, no.
Yes, David, yes.
I will not make a talking picture. I do not deal in words. It puts us back to Babel.
Biblical epics are finished. Pip, nix.
You know I didn't mean... But do you realize how few people in the world speak English?
I'm not so hard on it myself.
If we make pictures that talk, we can't send them around the world. It's suicide.
No words, no pictures. It's as simple as that.
Mary? Mary, I want to do a life of Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. I thought you wanted to do a history of the world.
I've read this poem, Mary, called John Brown's Body. I want to film the poem.
Mr. Griffith, are you crazy? You can't film a poem.
I've done it before.
Oh, and that was back in the Dark Age when people would watch anything.
This poem here won a Pulitzer Prize, Mary.
So who's Pulitzer and who the hell's John Brown?
Mary,
Look, poems are words, aren't they?
usually,
Even the ones that win Pulitzer Prizes?
especially those.
Then the talkies were invented just for you.
But
you know, DW, for the profit of the silent screen, you make a hell of a lot of noise.
Okay. Okay, you win. I'll do my life of Lincoln, and I'll have him speak. Then I'll have a team of surgeons standing by so I can revive him when he's been assassinated. Then we can have a happy ending. The industry.
The industry. And us. Do you know who I saw this morning? Lillian, the latest star to twinkle in Metro's galaxy. Why did you let her go?
I didn't want to stand in her way.
Come on, DW.
For all these years, I've known only one thing. Watch the horizon. Keep right on, boy. Keep your eyes on that spot right ahead. I never knew there was anything else but that horizon. I didn't realize what a prize I had in her until she was gone.
We're the same, you and me. Oh, I know you dream dreams and I dream dollar bills. But that script's detail when all said and done. We've got blinkers on, the both of us, like racehorses. Thoroughbreds, of course.
Mary? Mary, I do miss her.
Why, of course you do. She was your whole life.
What?
The best of you, the best of me, all mixed up in a package. Go
My
ahead.
whole life.
She meant the world to you.
You got it all wrong. I didn't mean it that way at all. She understood the way I worked. She knew what to do without my even asking her. She was a Griffith heroine, Mary. It's that I miss.
And I feel sorry for you.
Hi, Lillian. I'm going to do a talking.
Oh, I'm glad, so very glad.
Oh, don't be. It means I've failed. I need the money. I'll be paying back for the rest of my life, Lillian. Life as it is has got me, after all.
And what does that mean?
I had a dream, but it just never came true.
How can you say that, Mr. Griffith? What does that mean? I know every picture you make has your name written right to it like a stick of candy. Isn't that enough for you?
They're not my movies.
They could be if you just try to fit in. Look, where are you living?
Oh, what's it matter?
I've been trying to reach you for 2 weeks.
In a hotel. I said, what does it matter?
Hotels, Mr. Griffith. Put some roots down.
What would I want with roots?
Feel more secure. No, I mean it. But you can't know until you've tried it. And you've never done it, have you, Mr. Griffith? You've never put yourself first. It's always been your truth or your dream or your reality or your journey, but never you. Just you.
I wouldn't know how.
Then you're right. You have failed. You, of all people, just can't see.
All right, you're going to tell me, so I might as well ask. What is it I just can't see?
Your own success.
Ah.
No, hear me out. You had a dream, all right. A fool's dream maybe about love and things that people don't want to speak of too much now, but a dream all the same. A shadow like a negative. Not in use at the moment, but put away in tissue paper.
Lillian, what is this?
It's the future, all wrapped up and waiting for a better time.
There isn't going to be one.
Oh, open your eyes, Mr. Griffith, and see things.
No.
Your ears, too.
No, don't preach at me.
Listen to what they'll say about you in 10 years' time, 20, 50. They'll say that you were an artist, that you were an inventor, and that you were a pioneer.
You're a good man, D.W. Posterity's going to thank you.
You're impossible.
Lillian. $10 years. 20. 50. Well, maybe you're right at that, Miss Gish. The David Wark Griffith Tribute Dinner. What cliche will they not use? He was one of the pioneers, a man who swept aside the years and traveled on till the future strode beside him. He was one of the pioneers, a man who conquered his doubts and fears with only love and God above to guide him. Oh, yes, he knew of love, don't ever doubt it. He took the view of love, that nothing nowhere ever got done without it. He was one of the innovators, a first inventor and now latest, to give the world a million new careers. Creating shadows beneath the sun, a goddamn dreamer who got things done. Let us soul him. He was one of the pioneers. He was one of the pioneers, a man who swept aside the years and traveled on to the future, strode beside him. He was one of the pioneers, a man who conquered his doubts and fears with only love and God above to guide him. For yes, he knew of love, don't ever doubt it. He took the view of love, that nothing nowhere ever got done without it. He was one of the innovators, a first inventor and now the latest, to give the world a million careers. Creating shadows beneath the sun, a goddamn dreamer.
Lillian!
Mac,
You haven't said a word to me all evening.
you've been too busy spreading yourself about like strawberry jam.
I got to do, Lillian. It's times like this you need your friends.
Times like what?
Oh, come on, you know the business.
Meg, you're not worried about the talkies. Not you.
So who needs a slapstick comedian who speaks? Even you don't have an answer. Come on.
Mary, you can't go yet.
I've got to go. I've the Louis Mountbatten's coming for lunch tomorrow.
Did you hear that? Little Gladys Smith having royalty to lunch.
Gladys Smith, boy, Lillian, do we go back? Did she ever tell you, Mac? She didn't even want to be in Flickers.
Oh, Mary, don't.
Rose was there. She'll back me up. What was that movie I was making?
Oh, Northern Ducks.
Geese, geese,
They
are the geese.
They came on the roof to rescue me.
But they stayed. Poor Mama, it took us such a long time to accept it all.
And I wanted to be in Flickers.
Oh, do you remember your test?
Remember it?
You made all those faces, and he said you weren't real. He was a good man. Who? Griffin. He still is.
You know, it's been 15 years.
Never. I don't feel a day over 12.
Excuse me, darlings. So glad you could come.
At least he had his dreams, Mr. Griffith.
You had yours, too.
Dollar bills aren't dreams. You can't even buy them. Who said a career's just a beam of light?
Think you did, Mary.
Ever feel that light's beginning to fade, Mac?
The candle always flickers before it goes out. In 15 successful and famous years, I never ever thought the world and I would wave goodbye to the Senate comedy short. From Rastus and the Gamecock to those crazy Keystone Cops. Is this where the story stops? Put it in the tissue paper. They won't want that shadow till another day. Will we be reissued later, or condemned for life upon a shelf to stay? In 15 successful and famous years, my innocent public face has always been on the silver screen in the first and the foremost place. And now, as the sweetheart of the world, my image has reached its peak. Is this where I have to speak? Put it in the tissue paper. They won't want that shadow till another day. Will we be reissued later, or condemned for life upon a shelf to stay?
In 15 successful and famous years, I followed where he led. I dreamed his dreams, but now it seems that all those dreams are dead. And what of the golden promises, all the gestures that we made? Is this where the shadows fade? Put it in the tissue paper. They won't want that shadow till another day. Will we be reissued later, or condemned for life upon a shelf to stay? What kind of song to sing now? What kind of wish to wish now? What kind of prayer to pray now? Teach us how to speak, O Lord. Teach us all your golden words. When we walk, we dance. When we talk, we sing along. We
Make